Hello everybody, welcome back to the third video of today's session, where we have arrived at the Boneyard / Additum, by the sounds of it, and this is, well, where we're anticipating finding, I think at least, the main cathedral for the children of the cathedral, the super mutant holy flame worshipping kind of people. We're looking for information about a potential lab, so we were trying to get into the Brotherhood, of course, but that requires us to go way down to the glow, so we're stopping off here on the way, really. So here we are at the entranceway, and I've got some questions to ask. So first of all, oh, interesting. So first of all, a bit of small talk. Let's build a bit of rapport first. Asking, what can you tell me about the Boneyard? East of us are the followers. They're a bunch of peace nuts. East are the Blade, a bunch of skags if you ask me. Away south is the cathedral, where the children have their religious centre. So we've got the followers, we've got the Blade, and we've got the cathedral. Okay. Thank you. And what do you do here? I'm one of the regulators. It's our job to keep the peace in Additum and to protect the town. Our boss, Caleb, could tell you more. How do I get inside? Sorry, but we have to be careful of strangers here. Too dangerous. Maybe you can do some work for Zimmerman. Who's Zimmerman? That's Ian. That's a regulator. That's me. Oh, I'm going this way now. Regulator. Well, can I not get in? Or maybe this is like the entrance way and not actually the main town itself. Again, it's a bit more difficult when it's dark, so what we'll do is we'll rest outside, camp outside, get our heads down for a second or two, and then we'll check it out in the morning at a reasonable hour. There we go. Let's come back. So you got regulator and another regulator. Right, let's carry on talking then. What do you want now? More questions. What do you know about the children of the cathedral and the followers of the apocalypse? They're both groups of nuts. Oh, the followers, they are a different group. The followers want everyone to be peaceful and happy. They don't realise that the world is too harsh for that. The children have some sort of god they worship in their cathedral to the south. They have a hospital, but they're a little too weird to be on the level. What do you want? So you've got the peaceful people, and then you've got the children. So you've got two different factions here. Okay, that's new. I want to get inside. Okay, so we have to find out. We have to find Zimmerman, apparently. Can we walk in? Oh, we can walk in. Okay, that's fine. We've got another dog here. Look at that. Thought that was Morgan initially, but it's not. It's a different dog. A ladder going down. Okay. That's interesting. We'll see where that goes in a second. We'll do the main level first. That's just a regulator. So we have to find somebody called Zimmerman, apparently, and do a job for him, and he may let us enter the place proper. That's green, which indicates a transition rather than a map transition, which makes no sense because we've come from this way. Hang on a second. While we're here, we'll just explore this area. Just bear with me. Always rifling through those bookcases is our Bob, isn't he? What you looking at? I don't know, but it's looking back. Would we dare? A stern man in his 30s. Let's go speak to this stern man. Good day. Maybe I be of some assistance? You have the look of somebody important. Bit of brown-nosing. I'm Caleb. I train and organise the regulators here. Ah. Can you tell me a little about Aditum? Nice enough town. Me and the regulators work hard to keep it that way. Anyone in particular you want to know about? Who runs the town? John Zimmerman. He's an upright fella, takes good care of the town. You should go and see him. Anything else? Okay. What's going on here in the Boneyard? You got the Blades up north. Pretty pathetic herd of people. And the Gunrunners a little north and a ways to the east through the Deathclaw playground. The what, sorry? Also, a ways to the south of here, you have the Children of the Cathedral, who run a hospital and a big church. Up a little bit to the north and to the east, you got the loony followers of the Apocalypse, who are all peace types. Ah. Okay. Do you know anything about these Children and the Followers? The Children of the Cathedral live in this big black church-type building. They have some sort of big god and they go around trying to convert people to their cult. Okay. Right. What's your history? The regulators, that is. We are the police force for Aditum. Most folks around here know enough not to cause any trouble. I'm in charge of training and making sure that the skags are working hard enough and that no one moves in on us here. Anything else? Okay, yeah, where can I find this Zimmerman? You'll find him in the big building to the southwest. He might be able to put enough sentences together to let you know that we're looking for some help with the Blades. Oh, what's going on with the Blades? We've done something to Zimmerman's half-witted son, but like I said, go talk to him about it. Okay, I'll go talk to Zimmerman. After I've bartered with you. Not that we can afford much right now. Okay, thanks very much. Thank you. Deathclaw Playground. What the hell is that, Bob? Deathclaw Playground? What's that all about? Oh, you don't want to know. Well, no, that's what I'm asking. I do want to know. Yeah, big creatures, big hands, claws like razors, and beady red eyes, and they'll rip you apart in seconds. That is a Deathclaw. Oh. Okay. Oh, another ladder going down. That does not sound good. This is Zimmerman, right? No, this is an inhabitant. That's a middle-aged man in civilian clothing. That's a regular. This must be Zimmerman. This is the southwest, after all. Asking who he is. I'm John Zimmerman, Mayor of Aditum. What is it to you? Yeah, the guard said you had a job for... Well, a job not just for me, but a job in general. Have you ever dealt with a vicious murdering band of thieves before? Is there any place in the wasteland that doesn't have a gang problem? You've dealt with gangs before? You could say that. We have kind of. I mean, we didn't deal with the Skulls gang, did we? But we dealt with the big head honcho, Gizmo. So you could say we've kind of dealt with gangs. Good. Then you know how ruthless and bloodthirsty they can be. The Blades are the worst of them all, I'm afraid. We're a humble, God-fearing town that is only trying to survive, and these monsters prey on us and our children. What do you mean, prey on you? Well, the regulators keep them from attacking us outright, but it's all they can do to keep our little community safe. They try to sneak in at night to kill our citizens, or to kidnap our children. And he stops a moment to compose himself before continuing. Just last week, one of them burst through the north gate in the middle of the night with dynamite strapped to his body to blow up the regulators' barracks, no doubt to weaken us enough so they could launch a full-scale attack. What happened? Luckily, the regulators killed him before he could complete his plan. I saw his body myself. Okay, so what would you like me to do? I'll give you 2,000 caps to kill their leader. I want that bitch's head. Oh, it's a woman. You seem to have something personal against her. She had my son kidnapped, tortured, and killed. They left him impaled on a post right outside the gates. Sick bastards. I'll take the job. Thank the gods. Finally, my son shall be avenged. The Blades camp is to the north of here. Come back when you've done the job. Wow. Okay, Bob. We've got a task. Why is it not on the list here? What are you looking at? Nothing, my good man. Nothing at all. I'm working on it. Work faster! Okay, don't speak to him again until the job is done. Right, okay, so we have, as a lot of these kind of quests in this game, there will be more ways to do it than just to blast her and to death. We might be able to negotiate, we might be able to do some, I don't know, something a bit kind of like, you know, maybe quite sneaky, I don't know, but all we want really from this place is information on this lab. But the regulators seem to suggest that by doing this task for Zimmerman it might get us into the town, which I'm not so sure about, but these are all inhabitants. I'm watching you. I'll get back to the hub if I were you. Does I greet all your newcomers with a friendly smile? Got a scientist type here. We'll go to him perhaps last. Oh, we've got a crowbar. I'll take that. You never know when it's gonna. You never know when a crowbar will come in handy. Maybe for beating the head of Blades leaders with, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Where's Ian, anyway? Has Ian got caught somewhere? Where's Ian? Have we lost him? There's Morgan. Where's Ian? Hello, stranger. Maybe out of service? Just looking around. What do you think of our town? It's okay. You've done remarkably well considering the hostile circumstances. Very diplomatic there, Bob. Thank you. It has been difficult. We lose people to the death claws sometimes, and winters can be hard. Especially when the hub traders don't come. But we are surviving. Death claws? They infest an area northeast from here, and can often take the lives of people given the task of trading with the gun runners. Oh, well, hopefully we'll find a solution. That doesn't involve me. Because those things sound pretty nasty. Looking for a little advice. Chuck pulls out a set of tarot cards. Let me consult the cards. What? Okay, so he pulls out a picture of a man with a vibro blade and a flag. The Prince of Swords in the north. You must face a powerful foe far to the north. Thanks for the advice. Is that the Blades leader, perhaps? Thought we were in a situation where we got stuck again. I'll tell you what is stuck. Ian. Ian has gone missing. Where is he? Ian? Oh, Ian! Is he in here? Okay, we've lost Ian, folks. I think when we transition, he'll probably pop up somewhere. He better do, otherwise we're going to have to reload it. We'll carry on as if he's here. We are going to be going over the 20-minute mark with this video, possibly, but it is the last video of this session, so who's this guy? What can I do for you? May I ask your name? Everyone just calls me Smitty. Probably because I'm the local blacksmith. Oh, I've got a few questions, Smitty. Where do you get all your shop equipment? Why, any competent blacksmith can make his own anvil. Of course, I really just sort of learned the craft by practice, but I made most of my own tools. Oh, what do you make here? Tools and implements. Fix things for the hub merchants with the help of Miles the chemist. I reload bullets from time to time. Oh. So you can make guns and bullets. Building guns and making shells takes machining, and I just don't have the tools for that. But with the help of Miles the chemist, I can reload old brass, and since I can cast bullets. Interesting. To buy something. I recommend that you check out Tyne's store, just to one side of the gates. I don't actually sell anything here. I trade it to Tyne or the hub merchants for goods. You liar. You got some stuff. Don't you lie to me. Fine. Where is Tyne's shop? Maybe here? Did we see a Tyne? I don't recall seeing a Tyne. Do you? I don't recall it, but anyway. Where was the... Getting kind of lost now. There he was. This is the chemist looking guy. Oh, there's Ian. Where did you come from, Ian? Where have you been? Okay, so this is Miles. You look like a scientist, Miles. I'm a chemist. Also, I make primer and powder so that we can reuse the brass casings from bullets, but I also dabble with some other chemicals. So you make bullets? Yeah, although Smitty is the one who actually casts the bullets. I just refill the brass casings. But the hub merchants make a profit off you and the town. Yeah, well, we have to make a living. Since the hydroponic farms aren't functioning, we have to buy food from the merchants, and bullets are the only thing we have to sell. I could try to get the parts to fix the hydroponic farms. Could we? Well, Bob is saying that we can, so I'm assuming that he's happy to help. Really? That would be wonderful. We're just missing a few parts, but I'm sure that if you could scrounge up the right pieces, we could be self-sufficient. Samael might be able to give you some help. Who's Samael? Samael. You usually find him in a tent down by the farms during the day. Bob, what are you doing? He's getting into full help mode. Now they just have to run around with looking for a water chip. He's become Mr. Handy, Mr. Handyman, Mr. Friendly Guy. I'll do it for you. Not a problem. Farms, hydroponics not working? No problem. Leave it to me. Son kidnapped by a horrible gang and killed, tortured and stuck on a pike? Don't worry, I'll sort it. I'll take the leader down for you. And you've got an entire police force here that could probably do it, but there's a reason why they couldn't. But we could have asked that, actually, but this might be Samael. Oh, I wonder if Samael is an actual hireling. Yeah. Asking, well, he's asking who we are. We'll announce ourselves as Bob. I'm Samael. What do you do here, Samael? I'm a scavenger. My job is to search out all of the Boneyard for useful items and information. Dangerous work. Why is it dangerous? Well, you've got death claws out there, regulators back here. Both ain't the most forgiving types. Okay, this is interesting. How do you avoid the death claws? We only work at night, and we're good at what we do, but I'll admit not everyone always comes back. I sent a guy out last week to look for some parts for Miles, and we haven't heard from him since. The last transmission I got from him was that he found the parts and was on his way back. Oh. Now there's an update. Have you scouted out any of the other areas? I've done a little scouting. What do you want to know about? So we don't know about the blades. Pretty sorry sight for a group of people. They get by though, and some of them end up here in the Additum if they agree to what the regulators offer them to do. The death claws. Mean as hell. Somewhere to the east of the blades. The blades were north, right? Gun runners. Moved up into a big factory up northeast not long ago. Can't tell you much because they have a moat filled with radioactive sludge and you've got to get through the Deathclaws to get there. Okay. Apocalypse followers. Peace and tolerance. They've got a big library to the northwest. And Children of the Cathedral down south. I've seen creatures that can't be human coming in and out of there. Now there's a little tip. And the church is built over an old vault. Oh, now there's some more information that's useful. Okay, thank you. So let's just get one last bit of information from him before we end the session today. And that was... how do you avoid the Deathclaws? Why is it dangerous? Yeah, so I sent a guy out last week to look for some parts. We haven't heard from him. He got them and he found the parts and he was on his way back. So the parts that we need are probably on the body of this guy. Probably in the Deathclaw territory. Oh, that's not good news. That's not good news. That's not good news at all. Right. I think we're pretty much happy with where we are right now. There you go. Find a hydroponic farm. Oh no, fix the hydroponic farms. So fix the hydroponic farms. That's just us being Mr. Charitable here. Take out the blade leader. Now there's just one last thing I wanted to check here, and that is, where does this little ladder go down to? Let's have a quick look, shall we? Oh. A cheery man with close-cropped hair. This could be the merchant, actually. What can I do for you today? Hey, I'm Bob. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Tyne. Oh, this is the merchant. Can I ask you about the hub merchants? I do some trading with them from time to time. Most like sell bullets in exchange for food. Oh, what's your take on Addison? Ain't a bad little town. Zimmerman's a fair man, maybe not the brightest guy, and of course we've got Miles, probably the only man in 100 miles who knows anything about science. Well, you've got two people that know about science now. But anyway, I had to do some trading. Let's see, have you got any books? He's got some ammunition, some flame fuel, a grenade. Not much to really harp on about, really, has he? Yeah, we better not touch anything. Right. Interesting place to have a store underground, but there you go. I just want to just one last check before we end the session. Oh. Okay. The blades. Ah, now we're making waves. Now we're exploring the town proper. I see, I see. So if we were to go east, northeast, Deathclaw territory perhaps? Right, there we go folks. This one is a little bit of a longer final video, but quite a lot's happened. So let's see if we can summarise a little bit. So Bob is itching to join the Brotherhood for their technology, and seeing the armour that they're wearing, and the guy at the front was an initiate, and he's been given that armour as an initiate. So if we can retrieve whatever they've asked us to retrieve from the glow, potentially we can A, join them, and B, be granted such a great big piece of armour, which, you know, given how dangerous this wasteland is, that looks really handy. Now on the way to the glow, of course, we've arrived here because it's closer than the glow, and here is where we're going to try to find information out about this super mutant lab. But then obviously whilst we're here, we're finding out about other things that are happening in town. So the question that now we have to ask ourselves is, we could just head to the church area and deal with that and leave the rest of this place to its own devices. Or we could decide that we want to be helpful and help out. You know, again, now that we've not got this kind of pressure to find a water ship, Bob is wanting to be a little bit more helpful. So the question that we have to ask ourselves as we close this session is, do we want to tackle the death claws, for example? If we're going to find the hydroponics, we're going to end up with these death claws and fighting them at some point. I'm assuming. We're not 100% sure yet. We might be able to sneak past them, for example. But if we were to end up being ambushed by them, would it be better to be ambushed by them whilst you're wearing a big-ass piece of armour as an initiate of the Brotherhood, or not? That's the question that we need to ask ourselves here. One for us to ponder, one for Bob to ponder, but for the time being we're here, the blades are here. We'll just continue to walk around the town, do a bit of exploring, get where the different locations, the different factions are, get a lay of the land. That will be our next few sessions. And then when we start to do anything meaningful, at that point we'll have to decide how we're going to approach these things. But yeah, really enjoyed today's session. Hope you have a good weekend, folks. And until next time, when we head out and speak to the Blades, I'll see you soon.